Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the top 10 Tops Now cards from May and August. I know this list is coming out a little bit late. We're like 3 weeks into September. I'll make sure that the list for the September cards comes out early in October. However, I wanted to get to this list because a lot of these cards are very usable in people's lineups, either as bench bats or as starters. So I wanted to give you guys my top 10 breakdown. I've not done any actual true reviews of these cards, but I have played against these cards and I have used all of these cards. And these are what I feel like are my top 10 out of the 30 or so Tops Now cards that came out. Before we get into this top 10 list, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about the Tops Now cards and the Tops Now moments that have been coming out weekly, and whether or not you guys think they're a good addition to the game or not a good addition to the game, as well as hit the notification bell so you know if I'm uploading more videos. And don't forget to share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show. That way we can continue to grow the community. I appreciate all of your support. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10. The 10 spot's going to feature the 93 overall Detroit Tigers relief pitcher Tyler Alexander. He's left-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He has a 5-pitch repertoire that consists of a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. So he has a pretty decent pitch repertoire. It's kind of the standard, the traditional fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Nothing too spicy in his pitch repertoire here. He does have a pretty decent change of speed. It's not that much better than Bieber's, to be honest. They were about who was going to be number 10 and who wasn't going to be number 10, if I'm being honest. The reason that Tyler Alexander got the nod here is he's a relief pitcher, so you can put him in your bullpen that has 60 stamina. So he's a guy you can use as your actual long reliever if you get in some trouble early in games. He has decent hits per 9 at 95. The 123 Ks per 9 is big, especially for the lefty. Also, his pitch motion is a little tricky to read off the hand. I personally don't think he's super hard to hit, but he's worthy enough to have in your bullpen if you need a long relief guy and you don't have the best bullpen. He's a guy that you could add in there. He's a lefty, which gives him a little bit more value than a right-handed pitcher, as there's not too many left-handed pitchers in the bullpens yet that aren't like super high-end cards or expensive. So I actually like the Tyler Alexander from that aspect. I do think this is a decent card, not a great card. That's why he's coming in number 10 on the list. Coming in at number 9. In the 9 spot, we have the 96 overall New York Mets shortstop Ahmed Rosario. He has secondaries at second base and third base. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. As you can see, he has diamond hitting and diamond defense. For his attributes, he has 92 contact versus righty, 120 contact versus lefty, 71 power versus righty, 97 power versus lefty with 96 vision, 62 discipline, 98 clutch. In the field, he has 79 fielding, 90 arm strength, 96 arm accuracy, 77 reaction, 83 speed, 51 stealing, and 43 base running aggressiveness. So the Ahmed Rosario is actually a pretty good shortstop. He's more of a platoon type shortstop. I don't know if there's actually a guy to platoon with him that's a lefty. Maybe the Jazz Chisholm from the Stage 2 Team Affinity Miami Marlins. That's the Future Stars card. Might be able to platoon him as a guy that's a left-handed hitter. Going to be about the same card. I don't know if you really want to go with two shortstops. But what I will say about this Rosario is his fielding is there. He has pretty good range, a really strong arm for a shortstop. He can also play the second base and third base, so you can kind of use him all over the infield. He's a little bit lackluster in power against righties, but he does have good vision. A lot of these Tops Now cards don't have great vision. Really, the vision and the fact that he absolutely matches lefties is what got Rosario in this 9 spot. He could be a little bit higher. You could think that maybe he was snubbed a little bit. However, some of the guys at the higher end of this list play the same positions that he does, so it makes it, you have to compare them almost directly. And when doing that, I think Rosario comes in a pretty good spot here at 9. If you do like the Rosario, you're a New York Mets fan, go and pick him up. I think he could be a great bench card as least platoon against lefties, or you can use him as your primary shortstop if you really want. Coming in at number 8. This pick for some might be a little bit puzzling. This is a 94 overall Austin Hayes center fielder for the Baltimore Orioles. He has secondary positions on left field and right field. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He has diamond defense, diamond hitting. And really, he has good attributes for hitting across the board at 106 contact versus righty, 88 contact versus lefty, 97 power versus righty, 81 power versus lefty, 84 vision, 66 discipline, and 64 clutch. Now, the discipline and clutch being that low is really not that great. Where this card actually shines, for me at least, for a card that's for free, and a guy you can use defensively in the field as a sub, or you could use him if you're a newer player to the game as your everyday outfielder at any of the 3 outfielding positions, is he has 82 fielding, 87 arm strength, 72 arm accuracy, 79 reaction with 93 speed. His stealing's not great at 27 and 24, but the 93 speed and the 87 arm strength are huge. The 72 arm accuracy is not that great, but with button accuracy, it doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure you hit that green. The hitting, though, he has a great swing. He has one of the better swings in the game when it comes to these Tops Now cards. A lot of these cards actually have really good swings, but I really like this Austin Hayes' swing. I've used them quite a bit online as a sub, and in the Content Creators League, he's on my team actually. So I've used him a little bit more than some of the other cards, and I was surprised about how well he hits, how well he runs, how good his animations are in the outfield, which all matter for outfielders. As you guys know, the outfield animations, if you have bad animations in the outfield, you might as well go sit on the bench and have somebody with a little bit better animations be out, even if their attributes are a little bit less defensively. I do like the fact that he does hit right-handed pitching very well at the 106 and 97 clip. That's what's landing him in the 8 spot. Coming in at number 7. At the 7 spot, we have our first starting pitcher of the top 10. This is the 97 overall, Sonny Gray from the Cincinnati Reds. He's having an amazing season in real life. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting with a 5-pitch repertoire that consists of a 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, slider, sinker, and changeup. His fastball is going to go about 95 miles an hour max. He has a 82 mile per hour 12-6. A slider that goes 85, a sinker that's going to go about 94, and a changeup that goes 88. His changeup is very, very fast compared to other changeups. I wouldn't really use it that much if it was up to me. I would use it maybe as a little bit of a mix-up. Maybe you want to use a slide step type changeup. I don't know. It goes way too hard for me. It's one of the factors that I wasn't sure if I wanted to put him at 7 at the list or a little bit lower, but I put him in the 7 spot because his attributes are very, very good for a starting pitcher. 90 stamina is low. I'll admit that. He's probably going to get you into about the 6th, the 7th inning at the most. But he has 113 hits per 9, 104 K per 9, which are both amazing. He has 80 base on balls per 9, 96 home run per 9, 97 pitching clutch, 88 control, 77 velocity, and 99 break. So his slider and 12-6 curve have a tremendous amount of break on them, and it makes them pretty effective. Now, he doesn't throw the ball super, super hard. He's more of a pitcher you have to use precision with. However, the 9s are very good, and when contact does happen, it's not that likely that he's going to get absolutely mashed like some of the other pitchers. That's what got him coming in at 7 on the list. Coming in at number 6. Mike Strimski, the 95 overall San Francisco Giants right fielder, is left-handed batting, left-handed throwing with secondary positions of left field and center field. And this guy has the second best swing on this list. His swing is absolutely butter smooth. I love it. It's one of my favorite swings in the entire game. On top of that, his attributes, especially the power attributes, are ridiculous. He has 92 contact versus righty, 94 contact versus lefty, 110 power versus righty, 98 power versus lefty with 85 vision, 90 discipline, 87 clutch. So he has good hitting attributes all around. They're well balanced. He hits righties and lefties about the same. And with his super glitchy swing, he definitely will generate a lot more hits than what his attributes show compared to other cards that have similar attributes to him. He's playing up in all of his attributes because of his swing. Guaranteed. On top of the fieldings, 85 fielding, 70 arm strength, 73 arm accuracy, 87 reaction with 56 speed, 3 stealing, and 36 base running aggressiveness. What lets this card down is his primary is right field. He doesn't have the arm strength to play right field. You're going to have to put him in left field. His live series card, I think primary is still left field unless they've changed it. So it's kind of unfortunate that he's a right fielder for his Tops Now card. In left field, he'd probably get into the top 5 here, but because he's a right fielder, he's going to lose some fielding whenever you put him in left field, which hurts the card some. I do think this is a guy that if you like his swing like I do, like I use him on my bench as a bench bat. Like he's not first off the bench unless I'm really feeling it or I think I have a good matchup. He really hits guys well, like a Walter Johnson has that sideward arm motion and the ball kind of lifts up. Just because of his swing, it generates a lot of lift. So if you get a ball that's already rising some, he's going to absolutely smack it around. But he's coming in at 6 on the list. Very good spot for him, especially as a 95 overall. I think he's coming in at number 5. In the 5th spot, we have Travis d'Arnaud. the catcher for the Atlanta Braves. He's 95 overall, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting with a secondary position of first base. The reason I like him as a catcher is he has great hitting attributes. There's a lot of catchers that don't have these, especially a for-free catcher. A lot of the catchers with good power attributes within the game are expensive. This guy, guess what he is? He might be like 15 or 20K in the market because of the whole Fernando Tatis program, the Mike Trout, but honestly, you can get him for free if you just play the Tops Now moments. So I love the attributes for this guy. 82 contact versus righty, 102 contact versus lefty, 86 power versus righty, 105 power versus lefty, 96 vision, 89 discipline, 99 clutch, with 82 fielding, 91 arm strength, 84 arm accuracy, 74 reaction, 70 blocking, 47 speed. He has 0 and 1 for the stealing and base running aggressiveness. Now, the blocking at 70 is not great, but he does have a pretty big arm at 91. The big thing with this card is he has tremendous power against lefties and good vision at 96. If he had low vision, this card probably wouldn't be in the top 10. 96 vision, like I said, for these Tops Now cards, that's absolutely huge. Really liking this card in the 5th spot. If you're looking for a catcher still and you struggle with some guys, try this Travis d'Arnaud out. He's coming in at number 5 on the list here. I think he's worth a pickup and look if you're looking for a catcher. Coming in at number 4. I'll be honest with you guys. These top 4 guys, I had a very hard time ranking them. I think they're almost 1 A, B, C, and D, if I'm being honest. The reason Kenta Maeda's coming in 4th instead of higher on the list is really just his pitch repertoire. We'll get to that in 1 second, but this is a 98 overall starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting with a 5-pitch repertoire that has a 4-seam fastball, slider, circle change, curveball, and slider. Now, if he threw a little bit harder, he'd be higher on the list. He has great attributes, but on lower difficulty, such as All-Star or Veteran, he just throws so slow that you can just sit on everything. It makes it very hard. In Hall of Fame and Legend, this dude's a stud. I've played him in Hall of Fame. I haven't played against him on Legend, but I've heard a lot of people say that he plays way above what his pitch repertoire shows, that the ball just flies out of his hands, kind of like the Oral Hershiser, when you're throwing that sinker and it looks like it just explodes when it gets halfway from the plate on higher difficulty. Looking at his attributes, he has 97 stamina, 118 hits per 9, 110K per 9, 75 base on balls per 9, 96 home run per 9, 96 pitching clutch, 92 control, 70 velocity, and 99 break. Like I said, his attributes are amazing. He's what I think the best starting pitcher that came out from the moment. There's one starting pitcher that's better than him that came out in the May and August Tops Now that, like I said in the beginning of the video, everybody should have, but he's the highest starting pitcher in this top 10 list that came in the moment packs. Coming in at number 3. In the 3rd spot, we have the right fielder for the San Diego Padres, Wil Myers. He's 97 overall, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting with secondary positions of first base, third base, left field, and center field. He has diamond hitting, diamond defense. One of the biggest reasons that bumped him all the way into the 3 spot is his flexibility to play 5 positions, all of the outfield positions, as well as first base and third base. Oh, he does have maybe not the best arm strength to play in right field, but he's more than satisfactory in left field, plus good enough to play third base or first base if you need him to. Now, looking at his attributes, he has 97 contact versus righty, 75 contact versus lefty. He has 116 power versus righty, 110 power versus lefty, 60 vision, 96 discipline, 90 clutch. He has 85 fielding, 84 arm strength, 92 arm accuracy, 80 reaction, 69 speed, 48 stealing, with 47 base running aggressiveness. The 69 speed in the corners of the outfield should be enough with the 80 reaction. He seems to get a very good jump on the ball. I played a little bit with this Wil Myers, and I do like his swing. He seems to hit a crap ton of home runs. I think I played maybe a little bit online with him, but as you can see versus the computer, he's batting .632, which I know it's against the computer, but that just shows how good his swing is. And as you can see, it's a lot of doubles and home runs. He has 12 hits, and 8 of them are extra base hits. It's just to show that he explodes on the ball is all I'm trying to get at. That he has a very good swing. And that's what I like about this Wil Myers. I think he's more than sufficient in the field. His versatility allows him to be very useful. The 60 vision might be a little bit too low when you get to higher difficulties, but you can still use him as a bench bat. Like, this is a guy that can be on a God Squad as a bench bat if you like his swing and you need somebody to hit a dinger or drive one in the gap. Wil Myers could be your guy, and that's what factor him in to put him in the 3 spot. Coming in at number 2. Much like Will Myers at the 3 spot, this Jordan Alvarez made it up to this part of the list because of his hitting attributes and his ability to still be on the lineup card for teams that have God squads. This guy right here has the best swing out of all of the cards that came out in the Tops Now for May and August. You can fight me in the comments about it. Hands down, one of the glitchiest swings in the game. It's absolutely beautiful. He generates a lot of power, generates a lot of home runs. I absolutely love his swing. With that being said, he's a 96 overall left fielder for the Houston Astros. He's left-handed batting, right-handed throwing with a secondary position in right field. He has diamond hitting, silver defense. He's a little bit of a liability on the defensive end. Looking at his hitting attributes, he has 110 contact versus righty, 103 contact versus lefty, 117 power versus righty, 109 power versus lefty, 69 vision, 110 discipline, 96 clutch. He has 69 fielding, 85 arm strength, 72 arm accuracy, 73 reaction, 37 speed, 0 ceiling, 32 base running aggressiveness. The 37 speed kills this card. If he was like 50 speed, I would maybe think about putting him in left field as a starter. Probably not because of the outfield I have. I like Mantle, Trout, and now I have the Yelich out there. But I'm eventually going to have Ty Cobb somewhere in that rotation, whether I'm running a 4-man outfield and rotating guys in and out or not. But this Jordan Alvarez will be on my bench as a bench bat till I find a replacement for the first guy off the bench against right-handed pitchers late in the game. 110 contact versus righty, 117 power. That's ridiculous. 69 vision or not. That's stupid with a good swing. He's just a guy that should be on your bench at the very least. No matter what team you have, try this guy out on your bench. He's coming in number 2 on the list because he's filthy. Like, this is one of the best cards they came out with, I think, that's for free in the game, in the entire game. Not just Tops Now, in the entire game. Coming in at number 1. Taking the top spot, I think everybody knew this was going to be the guy. I think it's a consensus that he was the number 1 Tops Now position player that came out for sure. I mean, like, hands down. In a position of need at shortstop, he can play this secondary position at second base and third base. It's a 98 overall, Bichette. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He plays for the Toronto Blue Jays, if you guys didn't know. He has diamond hitting, diamond defense. Looking at his attributes, they are very smooth across the board. At 110 contact versus righty, 105 contact versus lefty, 102 power versus righty, 110 power versus lefty, 100 vision, 80 discipline, 80 clutch. In the field, he has 82 fielding, 80 arm strength, 83 arm accuracy, 83 reaction with 70 speed, 50 stealing, and 52 base running aggressiveness. Now, this Bichette for about 2 weeks was the number 1 consensus for free shortstop in the game. I don't think anyone's arguing about it. Great attributes across the board, 100 or higher in the major hitting attributes. That 100 vision with 100 plus power and 105 plus contact is stupid. He's a guy that you have to consider to put somewhere in the infield in one of the 3 positions he could play. And then Fernando Tatis Jr. came out, the player of the month, and you're like, well, I guess Bichette's the second best free shortstop. So, just one of those things where I think this Bichette, if you like his swing, I personally don't like Bichette's swing. I don't hit well with the guy, but the attributes don't lie. He doesn't have the best swing to me personally. Some guys like his swing. If you can hit with his swing, this card could be an absolute monster for you. Now, as for the fielding, it's not the best, but it's definitely above average. You can just look at the attributes. This guy's the number 1 card. There's not really arguing about it compared to the other cards. He's the most well-rounded, can play 3 positions in the infield. Great attributes all around. Absolute stud. That's going to wrap up the top 10 for the May and August Tops Now cards. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the list. If you guys think someone should have been on the list that wasn't on the list, or if you guys just kind of disagree with me. There's about 30 cards that came out. I am sure my list does not match up with everybody else's list. Let me know. Let's have a discussion about it. Also, don't forget to like and share this video. That way we continue to grow the channel. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. Also, just so you guys know, I have started the stream on Twitch again. Come check me out. Go follow me on twitch.tv/HopefulChewbacca. It's in the description down below. That way, whenever I am live, you can ask me any questions, or we can just BS together and have a good time. You guys have a great day and be safe.